coquettes. Okay, welcome to the last Halloween special. Woo! Okay, so we're going to be making pumpkin spice soup. Or spiced pumpkin soup. Okay, so what you're going to need is one pumpkin, chopped up, skin removed. I've done 2 shallots in here. One leek, which is cut in half and then cut into like 4s. And then you get these little bits. And we need some celery. These are 2 celery sticks. You need to peel the celery before, otherwise you'll end up getting really stringy in your soup, which you don't really want. Okay, we've got 4 cloves of garlic in there. Okay, we've got some thyme. We've got stock. Now this is about 500 mils, just over 500 mils. We won't need all of it, but we've got it just in case. Okay, so you need some medium curry powder, some turmeric, some ground nutmeg, cumin seeds, and salt and pepper. Okay, so what I've done is I've put my oven on to 200 degrees. I've already done a pan filled with olive oil and rapeseed oil. So it's all nice and hot and ready to go. Oh! So that just made my eyes water. Sorry, my coquettes. Okay, so we're going to pour the butternut squash in. Mind yourself because it does splatter. Okay, I'm just going to get a teaspoon. It doesn't matter to me if it gets mixed in with my other flavours when I dip. I'm quite happy to have a little bit of everything in. Okay, so you're going to sprinkle cumin seeds over. And I need... I can't find it. Okay, never mind. Oh, there they are. Over here. Just so that I really don't burn myself overly too much. Okay, so mix it all together. And then we're going to put a little bit of turmeric in. Now this gives a lovely colour to the soup and to the butternut squash, to the pumpkin as well. Okay, a little bit of ground nutmeg, so about a teaspoon of that. Don't want too much of nutmeg, otherwise it overpowers it too much. And we want some medium curry paste. If I can get it open. There we go. Okay, so this is kind of like a korma paste. It's the own brand of the supermarket, so it's not very expensive. It's just something really simple that you can get. So, thyme in. Now I know what you're thinking, thyme with all these sort of ingredients, but actually it goes quite nicely and it gives a little bit of something as well. So I'll put that there for a second. Just sprinkle it over. We only really want it for a bit of flavour. Okay, so mix again. You want to make sure that everything's got a little bit of coating on it and got a little bit of olive oil on it as well, so that when it cooks it's all going to have a little bit to cook with. I think we might have dropped one. There we go. Okay, so once that's all mixed in, we're going to put it in the oven for around 40 to 50 minutes, depending on how well your butternut how your pumpkin is cooked. Okay, so that's all mixed. I think it's because on my other video I was saying about it, whether you could use pumpkin or butternut squash. So either one will do. Okay, so I'm going to put this in and I'll see you in a bit. Bye for now, my coquettes. Hi, my coquettes. Okay, so I've taken it out of the oven. So as you see, it's cooled down quite a lot. And I've cooled down my stock as well. Okay, so I'm putting glovies on because the cumin really does stick to your hands, but I think I might have put them on the wrong way, but never mind. Okay, now, if you want to cool your stock down really, really quickly, if you fill a sink up to basically where the line is on your jug, leave it for about 10-15 minutes. It will cool it right down. There you go. That's it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try put this all in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hand because it's easier. So pop it in. Now I have cut up some of the chunkier bits a little bit because it makes it easier. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do half and half really. So I'll redo in the if it doesn't all fit, I'll redo it in the jug again. Okay, so let's take my doctor's equipment off. And we're going to add a little bit of stock. So you want to fill it up just under. Now if you haven't got one of these, don't worry, you can use a hand blender. It's absolutely fine. It's just that this was given to me by my sister and it actually really helps. But I have asked for a soup maker for Christmas, so hopefully we'll get one. Okay, so, oh, hang on one second, my cats. Okay, always helps when you don't have your full equipment. Ready? Okay, so now we're going to pray to the blend gods that this is actually going to blend and it isn't too hot and it isn't going to go all over our kitchen. Yes! There we go. So give it a good whizzy. I'm just going to have a look. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so turn it off. Okay. And then we're going to pour into there. Okay, so like I said, we're going to go again. Oh, it tastes really good. Okay, so I'm never good at really doing this. Normally Gary does stuff like this. Okay, so I've lost my gloves because my gloves were full of stuff, so we'll just have to hope that I don't get anything else on me. Don't worry too much about the mess, it's fine. Mess you can clear up. I'm going to put it more that side so it doesn't go down my sides. Now you might find that some of your stuff gets stained a little bit yellow. So if you don't want stuff to be stained yellow, you could always use, you know, the disposable baking trays. You can use that as well and it works just as well. Okay, so pop that in. You want every last little cranny of stuff because this is all lovely and delicious. Put that over there. And I'm going to fill this back up with our last little bit. We don't need to pray to the gods because we know that it's already done it. Well, you never know. Okay, turn it off again. Would you? Add it in. Okay, I'm not going to add any more in because I'm quite happy with that. I think that looks quite nice. So stir it in. Okay, now it's up to you what you want to do at this point. You can either, it's cooled kind of down, so you can pop it in the fridge for later. you can freeze it for another time, or you can cook it now and have it for dinner or for lunches. I'm going to cook mine for dinner now, but if there's any left, we'll pop it back in the fridge and we'll have it tomorrow. So what I am going to do is I always like to put a tiny bit of creme fraiche into my soups. There's a creme fraiche, it's just a half fat. You can get a 0% fat, but it really doesn't come out as nice as you want it. So what we are going to do is we're going to put a tiny bit of the creme fraiche into it. Now, creme fraiche is really good, but don't worry too much if it looks like it's basically curdling, because it will look like it's curdled, but once you mix it in a bit better, it's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay, so get a spoon. So you only need a little bit, so basically 1 and 2. Some people even like to, once they've served the soup, they put a little of the dollop of the creme fraiche on top, and then the person can mix it in themselves if they want to. That's if you're being very posh. But this is me and Gary, and there's nobody else around, so there you go. Okay, so I'm going to pop that back in the fridge because I really don't want my my creme fraiche to go off. So I'm just going to mix it. Now this is normally good for about 2 days at the most. But if you want to make sure that it lasts a bit longer, like I said, don't put the creme fraiche in. I only put the creme fraiche in when you're going to actually use it, and then it will keep a bit longer. But we'll probably use it tomorrow as well, so this soup, so it won't be anything. I'll tell you what is really nice with this soup as well. If you have any left over, you can put a little bit and make it into a sauce, and it makes a lovely curry sauce. Well, not curry sauce, but you can put it like with like chicken and sweet corn and stuff like that in it, and it makes like another kind of dinner, which is quite nice as well. Okay, so we're just going to do that. Just trying to get all my creme fraiche. Okay, so I'm going to leave it to boil just for the moment, because you want to make sure it's properly hot before you serve it. So I'll see you when we come back. Okay, bye for now, my coquettes. Okay, so our soup's nice and ready. It's all nice and bubbly. So we're just going to spoon it into our bowls or whatever you've got. Oh, looks delicious. I really do like pumpkin soup. It's one of my favourite soups to have. I love this time of year because it just gets into such warming foods and comforting as well. Okay, there we go, my dears. That's that. Oops. Just bear with me a second. So I'm just going to take my bit that's gone on there, off of there. And there is your spiced curried pumpkin soups. Okay, my coquettes, that is the end of Halloween. Well, obviously there's Halloween tomorrow, but that's the end of the Halloween video. So I really hope you've enjoyed them. We're going to be doing the Christmas one, so don't worry, we've got some things all sorted. Just need to get a costume for that one. And we'll see you later. You know the drill. Please like, please share, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.